The update, well, you may have heard about it on news outlets. It's been reported on places from New York to Los Angeles. We're talking about the Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. It's up for sale.
Thus, finally giving us an excuse to experience it for ourselves. Our very own brave Ryan Kern and Brian Samudio took a trip to Central Nevada to see what the talk is all about.
How did you talk me into this?
Nevada's Clown Motel is now world famous, and right when we arrived in Tonopah, we quickly realized,
oh no, that's the cemetery.
There's the cemetery.
Oh my gosh.
Aside from the 600 plus clowns,
I can't believe we're doing this.
How this property obtained its reputation.
There's a cemetery right next to it.
Opened in the 1980s, the Clown Motel has always been true to its theme, and when we met up with owner Bob Perschetti to figure out exactly why, we discovered the lobby.
This place exists because of a man by the name of Leroy David. He owned this property, and him and his sister. Their father was buried in the old cemetery here, Clarence David, and they wanted to do something close to in memory of him and close to him.
It just so happened the family owned a massive clown collection and brought it here. And when Perschetti bought it in 1995, he only added to it.
How unique is this place? I mean, you don't see anything like this anywhere.
Well, it's especially in a historic mining town.
History that many believe haunts the Clown Motel today. The 1901 to 1911 Tonopah Cemetery sits next door. And in 1911, the Tonopah Belmont mine fire rocked the town. 17 miners died and are buried here.
Clown Motel.
Marlena Dufour is the night clerk. With all the recent attention here, she's hearing more and more voices.
We are going to walk the graveyard. Do people do that?
Yeah, people do it all the time. Just make sure, you know, that you don't have something show up on your camera. Mist will show up, an apparition may show up, so just giving you a heads up.
That's normal. People have experienced things at night when they walk through there.
It may happen, okay?
Okay.
So.
Okay. We're only here once. Let's do it.
You didn't say we were going to be walking through a graveyard at night outside the Clown Motel in Tonopah.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Oh, man.
And after just several minutes of walking the grounds,
I got this extremely cold chill across my entire body that we hadn't felt the entire night. And I haven't felt since. It was a rush. Came right on me. And that was all I experienced. But, oh, it just came up again.
In the early 1900s, they had a plague from Europe. That and a lot of the miners, you'll see on the gravestones, a lot of the miners died from the plague. So those first few years were pretty rough in Tonopah, and most of the people were buried there.
Perschetti has plans, hosting a clown convention, creating a clown theme park, and more expansion to the motel. But at the end of the day, he says it's time to move on.
I don't want to be buried in that graveyard. I'll be close to the clowns that way, but I'd like to see this continue as the Clown Motel, and I'd like to see them improve it and make it nicer and bigger.
Well, by the way, Ryan is still not quite himself since he came back from that trip, I don't think. Still getting over it all. The asking price for the motel, $900,000. Perschetti says he is getting about 1 to 2 calls a day from all around the world about it. To see the room that Ryan and Brian stayed in and the other bonus footage from this report, visit the Knowing Nevada tab on our website, mynews4.com. If you dare.